In the final hours of World War II, deep beneath the ruins of Berlin, a hidden bunker became the center of history's darkest ending. Above ground, the city burned under relentless bombardment, but underground, silence, fear, and paranoia consumed the men and women trapped inside with Adolf Hitler. And in just 24 hours, everything collapsed. The Soviet army moved street by street through shattered Berlin. Smoke covered the sky while civilians hid in subway tunnels and broken buildings. Inside the bunker, exhausted officers studied maps that no longer mattered. Germany's defenses were gone, but Hitler still refused to surrender. Messengers rushed through narrow concrete hallways carrying desperate reports from the front lines. Every update was worse than the last. Entire divisions had vanished. Ammunition was nearly gone, yet the bunker remained strangely calm, almost disconnected from reality. A dimly lit room echoed with heated arguments between military commanders. Some begged for escape. Others feared execution for even suggesting surrender. The atmosphere felt suffocating, as if everyone already knew the war was over. But no one dared say it aloud. Far above the bunker, Soviet artillery shook the streets day and night. Dust fell from the ceiling with every explosion. The people underground barely slept. Every blast felt closer than the last, turning the bunker into a tomb before anyone had died. As Berlin collapsed, Hitler spent hours isolated in private meetings, surrounded by fading maps and loyal guards. Witnesses later described him as exhausted and detached, moving slowly through the bunker's shadow-filled corridors, while the empire he built disappeared around him. Then came a shocking decision. In the middle of chaos and destruction, Hitler married Eva Braun inside the bunker. It was a quiet ceremony surrounded by fear, crumbling walls, and the sound of distant explosions echoing through the underground chambers. But outside those concrete walls, Soviet soldiers were only blocks away. Fires consumed government buildings. Tanks rolled through empty streets. Germany's capital had become a battlefield of smoke, rubble, and desperation. Inside the bunker, staff members burned documents, destroyed records, and prepared for the inevitable end. Secretaries whispered goodbye to each other. Officers quietly removed insignias from their uniforms. Everyone understood what was coming next. Then, silence. A single gunshot echoed through the bunker halls. Moments later, guards entered a private room and discovered Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun dead beside a sofa under dim yellow light. The Third Reich had ended, not with victory, but hidden underground in fear and ruin. Outside, Berlin continued burning as Soviet troops closed in around the bunker entrance. Soldiers raised flags over destroyed government buildings, while civilians wandered through streets covered in ash and debris. One era of history had ended, and another uncertain future had begun. The bunker survivors emerged slowly into daylight after days underground. Many looked stunned by the destruction above them. Entire streets had vanished. Buildings were reduced to skeletal ruins. Berlin no longer resembled the capital they once knew. As Soviet forces searched the bunker, rumors spread rapidly across Europe. Some refused to believe Hitler was dead. Others feared secret escapes or hidden plans. Confusion and conspiracy filled the vacuum left behind by the collapse of Nazi Germany. For decades, the bunker remained one of history's most haunting symbols, a buried fortress where power, fear, and delusion collapsed together beneath a dying city. And even today, the final hours inside those underground walls continue to fascinate the world. History remembers the fall of Berlin as the end of a devastating war, but inside the bunker, it was something even darker, the final unraveling of absolute power hidden beneath the ruins of a burning empire.